Twitch. Hello, VOD watchers. Hello, people watching this VOD from some other seedy website where you downloaded it, or maybe my Ko-fi or something. I don't know. Hello to you one and all. Hope you're doing well. We are back today for more Kenshi for the Fogman Rehabilitation run. That's right. Using the Recruit Prisoners mod, we are capturing Fogmen, we are giving them jobs, we are building an organized economy and military system and creating a neo-hive, and today is day 2 of the process. I hope you're excited for it. I know I am. So good to have you, Space Monkey. Congrats on getting the first redeem today, and Myco Druid and Ada and everybody tuning in who's just lurking, enjoying stream. Hello to you. I've been editing the Rock Bottom playthrough, was about 30 hours long, something like that, and I have chopped up 6 of the 7 streams, so once I get all 7 of them chopped up, then I will arrange them by stream segment, then I will watch through them, write my voiceover, record my voiceover and B-roll, do the fine editing, stitch it all together, add effects, and the video will be done. So it's a long process, but I'm hoping to have the Rock Bottom video out by the time we stream next weekend. Don't beat me with sticks if that doesn't happen, but, you know, it would be nice. Things in life are nice sometimes. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the Kenshi. It'll be the horse chopper then. I found out I didn't record most of yesterday's VOD locally. I've been using my Stream Deck for all sorts of things. Like, I'm pressing a ton of buttons on my Stream Deck, and I think I accidentally hit the record button instead of the chapter marker button and cut off recording. So I had to go back to Twitch and download it. Which is a good thing I noticed, because the 2K version only lasts like a week on Twitch, and if you have to download it from YouTube, you only get like 720p. And that's just no good for making a nice video with. It's already going to be a lower bit rate than my local recording, but hopefully it'll still look good. Why would YouTube do such a thing? Probably because data is their biggest cost. You know, something like that. All right, let's take a look at the situation here. We got Lunk, we got Beep, we got Uno, we got Chitinous McFladden, and we got Joker. All of those except Lunk and Beep, by the way, being chat suggestions for names. All right, and where did we leave Beep? Ah, we left Beep by here. Okay. Got some raw iron. Good. So we're working at plugging along this economy. We're going to get Chitinous McFladden going as our weaponsmith. Uno is doing well with the armor smithing. So let's see, do we have any... We've got some fabric and leather, yes. So Uno's just working away, making stuff. And then Chitinous, why don't you come over here? You're out of iron plates. Okay, you've already made yourself a couple of clubs. So we will have Beep go buy some iron plates. This is going to be a bit of micromanagement until we get our economy a little more off the ground. We're currently doing none research as well. Again, that's an economic problem at this point. So we're going to drop off 3 iron plates. Chitinous McFladden is going to get to making some weapons. Uno over here has already made... Oh, we've gone from prototype grade to shoddy grade. And now look at the sell value. The sell value has gone from like 12 to like 208. And this is where things get interesting. And it only gets better from here. Kitty, welcome in. Good to have you. Oh, and check this out. A standard grade rattan. Somebody tell me how to pronounce it. Hat. So that standard grade also gets a 223 sell value. We're going to have, you know what? We'll have Beep sell this. We'll have everybody equip themselves when the quality gets a little better. Hope you're doing well, Kitty. It's good to see you. That darn light. Now, the interesting dichotomy here is with armor smithing, you can make all the way up to masterwork grade just off of your own skill. But with weapon smithing, it comes with tiers. So if we wanted to make better weapons, we would have to have books and research basic weapon grade 2 and 3, maybe heavy weapons, you know, all of this stuff. And there's going to be a limit to how much we can research without ancient science books, but we'll get there when we get there. And meanwhile, do we have a prisoner? We do not have a prisoner. So Lunk should look for another fog prisoner. Here's one. Let's try to capture this one, and then if we convert this one, let's try to get a couple heavies and maybe even a prince. So right now, we're just getting basic fogmen who are good laborers, but they are very flimsy. Very, very flimsy indeed, and they have the lowest attack stat of all of the people that we can grab. So Lunk's going to go ahead and drop this prisoner off. I think Lunk is also out of first aid supplies. Yeah. Oh, but we have books we could be using. Eventually, we want to grab most of these. And Lunk's going to get to researching. Uno went and got a weapon. So we've got a bunch of rusted junk weapons. They're actually worth a surprising amount. 150 is better than I would have thought. And I'm guessing we're out of leather. Oh, I never sold those. Okay. So we should start turning around good money here soon as these grades improve. Hey, Kian, welcome in. Eventually we'll want to grab some blueprints, probably. Beep can drop all that stuff off. Oh! We accidentally let our prisoner die because nobody had first aid kits. Honestly, that will be a good thing for Joker to make, is first aid kits. What does it take to make a medical workbench? 3 iron plates, okay. Let's drop one of those right there. Beep can go trade these iron sticks for iron plates. Build this. It does look like we tend to have a cotton surplus rather than a leather surplus. Basic medical workbench. Yeah, we have fabrics. And then let's see if we can build a metacrate. Good job, Saribot. And that is made of also iron plates. So Beep can grab an iron plate. Oh, nope, don't put that in there. So now let's make some basic first aid kits. Let's go ahead and make like 10. And we'll get Joker working on that. Oh, Lunk went and stored the sleeping bag there. That's an interesting little thing to develop. Beep, put this book away. So I better keep an eye on the food situation. Let's turn in these iron ore and use them to buy some food. Okay, it looks like leather is our next holdup. I might have Uno switch to just making hats here eventually. I think they're going to be more efficient for the economical returns. We got some basic first aid. I'll have Lunk grab one of these. Let's throw this dead Fogman in the incinerator unit. And let's go see who we have down here. We haven't been lucky enough to be blessed with a Fog Heavy or a Prince yet. I think that'll happen if we get a death yard close to the city. Let's go see what Lunk can do about all this. Okay, there is something we can try. We're going to pick up this unconscious Fogman. So here's a little insight into Fogman psychology. The Fogmen basic attack people, incapacitate them, and bring them to the poles. The Fog Princes then show up to the poles to eat the people while being surrounded by the Fog Heavies who escort the princes. If you put anybody on a pole, even a Fogman, the others will show up and eat them. Now, I don't know why they're not eating this servant here. I wonder if the Death Yard is dead. We might have just gotten bad RNG, and this Death Yard is not very active, maybe. Fascinating, isn't it? Lunk has learned much in his studies of the Fog people. I am thinking that perhaps the increased squad spawning has resulted in units which are stronger than Fogmen spawning at a higher rate than usual. So even though there are more Fogmen than usual, it's possible the other units are wiping out the Fogmen, at least the ones near to the city. That could be why we're not seeing much Death Yard activity directly near Mongrel. Hey, Rain, welcome in. Just wait till Lunk learns about honeybees. Need to see if we can find a Death Yard with some activity. The Death Yard would be a really cool, like, goth club. Something you'd find in Vampire the Masquerade. You're thinking maybe it spawned more ninjas in town and the ninjas have killed a lot of them. I kind of think that's what's going on. Okay, so this is an active Death Yard. It should be that if we put somebody on one of these poles, we get some activity. How did I get lost out here? Okay, that's Mongrel. Ooh, here's a Fog Heavy. Let's see if we can stealth KO this one. 80% chance. Is this just a single Fog Prince? So the interesting thing about Fog Princes is there are two ways they can be an advantage to us. They can be a unit of ours, which would be very, very useful. We can also pull their head off and sell their head as a trophy for 6,000 cats. So in general, it's good to have options with them. I think we're going to take this heavy back to base. I think having a combat unit might be more helpful to us at this point in time than a prince. Sell as trophy. Yes, to fund research, of course. What function does a prince serve within the hive exactly? In a normal hive, they're kind of like advisors, I believe, to the queen. In a dead hive, which is what a group of Fogmen is, a dead hive, they just seem to be the one that eat the outsiders. Okay, no recruitment this time around. That's fine. We'll work on you. Okay, no leather and no fabric. What a bummer. This is where a couple peeler machines would really come in handy. We could peel the dead Fogmen for leather. We really ought to get somebody making some pants. Our whole group is pretty much standing around pantsless. You know what? If it's just... Oh, no, it's a lot more than just one fog prince there, I think. Lunk could really use the research money. Let's see what happens. Is there another prince here? Fog Prince head. Cool, 6,000 cats in the bank. That'll be a real boon for getting us some books. We'll save 1,000 cats for something. How are we on food? We got some food. All right, let's see what all we can research. Basic weapon grades. Medicine. Splints. Weapon melting, why not? These weapons should get even better with that research, so they'll actually start to sell for something, I think. A lot of micromanagement. I guess that makes me the leader of this hive. Everybody just runs around telling or doing what I tell them to do. If stuff doesn't get done, it's because I don't give instructions or materials. See, as long as we keep these production lines going, we're going to start to increase our income, and we won't be reliant just on the iron mine. Yeah, now they're going up to old refitted blades. Oh, hold on, let's do this. So they should go up even more now. But the predicted result depends not just on the grade I select, but on the skill of Chitinous McFladden. I see. Okay. And that's basic weapon grade 4. Which would be refitted blade. There we go. Ooh, 165 they're now worth. Let's go see if we can grab some fabric and some leather. I think we're still losing money on the conversion from iron plates. Basic first aid kits. I'd say things are going well. Still can't talk to the fog heavy again. That's okay. Ooh, what do we have here? Yeah, look at the size of these ninja groups. No wonder there really aren't any Fogmen directly around the town. Hey, Bex, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Fast as fuck. That's what happens when you play at 5 times speed. Let's see. We really ought to get a loom. I mean, fabric is less of a problem than leather. I don't think we're gonna solve the leather problem here. Yeah, I might be a little impatient and like to play at the highest speed. Wonder if any of these other stores would sell leather or anything. Let's do some shopping. Got a bunch of blueprints that we can't afford right now. I don't suppose a bar would sell fabric or leather. Grab some meat while I'm here. Bex, I hope the rest of your stream went well. Oh, yes, leather is sold at the clothing store. Perfect. You thought I said loom, and that was going to be the cherry on top of the suggestive activities my squad has been up to? Pray tell, in what way have we been suggestive? One, worked the pole. Two, pants off. They're hivers. I see nothing wrong with this. What type of leather? From what you've heard about Kenshi, that answer there might vary pretty wildly. You know, we don't know, but we were talking about how I wish we had peeler machines so we could peel the leather off of the dead Fogmen in the area. Got head from a prince. I don't know. To me, it just sounds like you're jealous. Hey, Rosada, welcome in. Good to have you. Okay, chitinous is out of iron plates. Let's go buy some. And we're out of research material again already. It is a holiday weekend. Rest of the stream was good. Actually messing with your mic settings right now to try and dial those in. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm happy to help you take a look at anything if you think it'll help. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would want somebody to let me know if they noticed that was happening. All right, do we have a prince? So it turns out the fog heavies will also eat the people on the pole. I'm not seeing any prince heads. Okay, looks like a bunch of basic fogmen to me. Shinobi Guard has a nice crossbow that's going to go to waste. Where did he go? Oh, yeah, they're taking him away. Okay, let's come back later. Fogman, is that what the bugs are called? So there's a couple types. These are, like, this guy here is a hiver. This is Beep. Beep is part of the hive, and they are a relatively more civilized group. The Fogmen are the blue ones. They're called the Dead Hive. They're what happens when their queen dies or they lose connection to them, and they go feral and they start grabbing people and putting them on these poles and eating them. We are playing with a mod to recruit prisoners, so we can throw people in prison, and every couple of hours we can try to persuade them to join us. So the goal of this playthrough is taking these fog people and rehabilitating them. We're going to try to turn them into a proper economic and military force. Make our own hive to replace the one that they lost. Hey, Love Glutton, welcome in. Good to see you. Ooh, these are worth some money at this point. Do you understand, right, that the main bottleneck in my recruitment process is the waiting period between attempts if not successful? Yes. Even if successful, I think there might be a waiting period in between, like, consecutive attempts. All right, we got a little research running. Lunk is up and researching. Yeah, no leather. I have to find some other method of production. Is everybody working? Joker's not working full time. We have fabrics. It's the leather that's the issue. We could get somebody set up making arrows. Joker could do that, probably. Oh, do we not have... Maybe it's under... I could have sworn we had arrow making unlocked. Waiting period applies to everyone as a group for some reason. I think so. I think it's a universal setting. Because when I tested it off stream, I had like 5 of them in different prison cells. And if I talked to one, it would keep me from talking to all of them again. Also, the mod breaks a lot of the time. And it doesn't reset the timer when it's supposed to. So I'll have to quick save, quick load. You're hoping you had misheard. You had not misheard. How's our Fogman rehab coming? Pretty good. I mean, we've got a whole work program here. They're moving along with stuff. They're becoming weaponsmiths. They're becoming armor smiths. It's a whole dang society already. I mean, it's a group of 5. I would love to be well into double or possibly even triple digits, but it's definitely a start. Any creative or spiritual fulfillment avenues? Perfection of their craft. And conversion of resources into money. That is the form of their rehabilitation. Capitalism, gross. No, you don't understand. They're a hive. They don't follow our conception of things. Thought they'd be chopping the heads off of various mythological creatures as part of their rehabilitation. No, that's just the daydream that keeps them going. Hello, random bar patron. Thank you for entering our workshop. Why is Uno turning out poor quality work? Oh, wow, something's up here. Feels like somebody's morale is not where it needs to be. Man, this Fog Heavy is being resistant to recruiting. Somebody just made a 1,200 cat purchase. That is definitely my shopping mod at work. Chitinous is starting to turn these things out fast. Need to keep him supplied with more iron plates. I think we're finally making a slight profit on the plate to weapon conversion as well. Only 2 leather. Do we have a morale problem here? Couldn't possibly be from only eating dried meat. That's a bunch of leather right there. Can't afford that? That's okay. We'll just make other goods and sell them until we can afford your leather. Is dried meat just beef jerky? Because that doesn't sound terrible. Imagine beef jerky, but it's not marinated. It's just a cut of meat just dried over a campfire. It's just meat and smoke. It's the opposite of what Hank Hill would stand for. You've never had beef jerky? Sounds terrible. I think I am going to have Uno just do the hats for now. The hats just seem more efficient. They sell for almost the same price, I think, but they're way more efficient for materials. Oh no, the standard grade trader's leathers do sell for $7.45, which is not bad. And you have the nerve to turn out a shoddy grade hat after I invested in leathers for you. It's not common here. That's really interesting. All right, let's see if we have more research. Mounted crossbows, that's a start. I have to save and load to get our heavy friend to talk to us again. Expect what you have here is different than in the US. I've had biltong, which apparently is like a South African thing, and at least the stuff that I had just reminded me of beef jerky. So, I don't know. I wonder how much variance there really can be. Hey, we got a heavy. Okay, let me check the Discord for the names. And it's probably about time that we start collecting more chat names because we're running low on them. Nardicus. Yes, okay. This one will be Nardicus. Beep. Release this man. Wow, even the fog heavies are flimsier than I thought. We're definitely going to need to work the heavy armor. New friend, indeed. And this one's a combat unit. You'd want to call a heavy Team Fortress. Okay. Hey, thank you for lurking. I hope you're doing well. Now, eventually, as we make more money, we should buy blueprints to make better things. And I'm going to name half the hive. Hey, I don't mind the help. And the names have been solid. Now, at some point, we need to be thinking about when we want to create our own hive. I'm thinking it's about the time we run out of research and also get ourselves good armor and weapons. Which for that, like I said, we're going to need more money so we can buy the blueprints. Why did you make such a poor quality weapon? Oh, because Uno's doing it. Yeah, let Chitinous do the work, please. Gotta name the Queen Dynasty. What is that from? Was that It's Always Sunny? Refitted blade the best we can make right now? It is, and I bet the crit will bring it up to Katoon Mark 1. Oh no, with more books we can get Katoon Mark 1. We really should do that. On crossbow crafting. Okay, so you need engineering research for crossbow crafting. Crossbow crafting. That should be our next research. Why did you make mid-grade salvage? I guess your skill just isn't all that high yet. Ooh, a high grade. Yes, we're starting to get up there. Now, a high grade gives 491. See, I knew this whole cycle would pay for itself eventually. Oh, right. We need to find somebody to recruit next. Lay down for a while. Sounds good. Get some rest. Thanks for hanging with us. There's somebody running around in the fog just now. Damn, it's foggy out here. Can't see anything. Oh, my stealth is so bad because of the backpack. This is just a bunch of regular fogmen standing around. Hey, Space Monkey. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Got some to Rainy. Is there... I do think there is a Rainy. I mean, of course there is, but yeah, a different Rainy than the one we know. A King Ray Steel, Spaced Out Zoran, Revolver Ike, and your Grandma Evie. Some very good friends in there. Thank you very much, Space Monkey. Absolutely jump scared you. Gotta get that discount. Oh, is the September discount active? Okay, there's a fog heavy. Cool, new fog heavy. We'll do that, and then beep. Grab the fruits of our labor. Be interesting if different stores gave you different values, like if a clothing shop would be more likely to buy hats. See, the thing is, as hivers, we can't use a lot of these. We can't use a leather vest. We could use the cargo pants if we got the money for that. Okay, we've got our first ad break of the stream coming up. I'm just going to go ahead and keep rolling through it because we're just like micromanaging economy and stuff. Suppose we bought all the leather that's here. Hey, our luck is great this time around. Another fog heavy. All right, this one is going to be Team Fortress or Team Fortre. Monk, free that man. Hey, we're starting to get like a whole little army in here. It costs 400,000 cats to use his weapon for 12 seconds. What is the heavy's name? Does anybody remember? Because even though we have Team Fortress, we could name one the actual heavy's name. I hope that's not a your mom joke. Wasn't it Misha? Maybe. Ooh, another fog heavy. Don't mind if I do, and right back in my recruitment chamber. This will be good. We're going to need a lot of heavies to protect us. Another one! Misha. There's got to be some type of system in the game, I imagine. Or I'm falling prey to, like, statistical confirmation bias. But it seems like there's some type of system in the game where something you do influences your ability to recruit. Hoping I can get some leather. We might have bought out all the leather in town for today. Let's go ahead and research basic weapon grades 5. And these others we'll just grab as we're able. Oh, and we need to get more iron plates. I wonder what size group we really need to strike out on our own. Yeah, I do believe we have bought up all of the leather in town. I wonder if there's any other economy stuff that we're missing. All right, any other Fogmen for us? Dead, dying. They really are very flimsy. Not many of them survive contact with the guard. Wow, look at this. How many rushed to the front gate? I think a prince would be a real prize at this point. See if we've got any. Let's drop somebody on a pole and see if that helps. Hey, Boogie, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, there's somebody being eaten alive. Let's go see if we can grab this prince. There's still some worshipping this pole that's got nobody on it. I see some heavies chowing down. I don't see a prince. You know that subs are 25 off for September? Yes, we just learned that. I don't know if it has to be like 5 or if you get like all of them if you subscribe to somebody. $5+. Yeah, for gift subs, don't they usually do a thing where you can subscribe? Or maybe it's if it's like 3 or more months. I think there's a discount on new subs too. Looking at it and it's saying that you can sub for $4.49. Oh, that is a little bit of a discount. Yeah, so for new subs. A little bit of B-roll for later. All right, let's go check the other poll that I baited. To save as much as possible, subscribe, then gift like 200 subs. It's like there's a lot of fellas over here. What's up with that? See any princes? Oh, they're fighting a skeleton. Very cool. I think they're just Fogmen. B-roll was your rapper name in your gluten-based hip-hop group? Fascinating lore. Hey, yo, who's up being eaten alive over here? Anybody? Short for bread roll. Ooh, that's a big group of Fogmen. Is this just a patrol? Oh, wait. I think somebody's being eaten alive over here. Can't get over his little Naruto run. Oh, it's one of these that spawns in the rock. Damn you. I'm looking for a prince. You're a prince. You're a prince. I was gonna say that stealth really came in handy for us. Called Selassie a paw print sometimes, but you don't think he's a Fogman or in this game. Imagine being tied to a pole for a horrific death ceremony. A mysterious savior appears, takes out the leader in one blow. Then he runs off and leaves you to get eaten. Hey, I could have picked through his pockets as well. Okay, the food's looking a little light. Hey, Paul, how's it going? You staying in that town in a fog country? Yeah, mongrel for now. We were just talking earlier about how we're going to know when it's time to get our own location, but for now we are here. Let's go grab some iron plates. Ooh, they had leather. Oh, Lunk needs to be researching. Is it hard to convert the people you save? Not particularly. Sometimes the mod doesn't work correctly, so I have to do like a quick save and then a quick load. And then once every couple hours, we can talk to them, and we just have to know the dialogue sequence, and then there's something like a 10 to 20% chance to actually recruit them. You just have that one cage. Yes, because it is a global cooldown. So I can only... If I try to recruit one prisoner, it's a cooldown for all the prisoners, so having multiple cages wouldn't speed it up too much. It would be nice, though, in the case that I ran into, like, multiple princes or something, I could load them up and have them, you know, on standby. So, like, that one was failed right there, but not a problem. We keep moving. Any type of bugman I am recruiting more than others, trying to get princes. I'm trying to get a good variety. Right now, I don't have any princes, so I am going for a prince. But we have 3 drones, and we have 3 heavies. Why do I not have the option for a Katoon? Maybe because I need the advanced weapon smithing? I'm not sure. Those warrior types are tough, yeah. And we're just doing economy stuff for now. Found any advanced science books yet? And no, I am trying to knock out the basic research and get money coming in, get good weapons and armor. I do have a plan to tackle some of the libraries and stuff later to get us the advanced knowledge. Wow, you don't have a single leather this time around. That sucks. Probably grab some food this time around. Money's starting to come in faster than we use it. Starting. Okay, any blueprints we could really use? Bet Drifter's leather pants would be nice. We have the money for it, so let's see. Internet is being nice today. You can watch stream at 720 instead of your usual 360. It's so nice to have everything not just be pixels. I love that for you. Fabrics and leather. So it uses a good amount of leather. It doesn't sell for all that much. We'll keep with the hats for now. Oh, a Katoon #1. Look at that. Starting to get some nice weapons going. Okay, and then as far as research, sure, medium building shells. This is all in preparation for us to get our own space. High-grade hat, we love that. Another Katoon Iron Club, we love that. Only thing I'm not sure I see... Wait, is it back here? Yeah, weapon shop. I'm curious what kind of weapon blueprints we might have access to. Maybe we could make something slightly more advanced than iron sticks. We have 2,000. Oh, Naginatas would be really good. But maybe we can start with sabers. Eating through food fast as well. Okay, we've got a horse chopper on the way. Need to go buy more dried meat. I wish the iron plate storage wasn't so large because I can't really fit it in my building. But the iron plates should be consistently making us money. Yeah, so we spent about 440 cats in iron plates, and we're getting horse choppers that are worth 787, or on the lower end, 600 something. You know what? I wonder if we could store iron plates upstairs. I guess we could do it over here. That way, as long as we keep it stocked with iron plates, they'll just keep feeding us swords. Up to decent money now. Just keep making clubs. Oh, because they're still in the queue. Yeah. Just horse choppers for us, please. Okay, they haven't restocked yet. They should in a few hours, probably. Let's talk to our new friend. Ah, doesn't want to let us. So we quick save, we quick load. Okay, no luck, but that's okay. We just keep moving along. Okay, we got a little restock. Should be great to get us started. I think this would literally be a perfect loop if we could make the shops have more leather. Which, I mean, I understand why they have a limited amount, but I think that's literally the limiting point of our economy right now. That said, the whole iron plate loop is starting to become very good. And once again, oh wait, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. There is 4 leather here. Oh, wait. Just lost some money doing that. Dump all that iron? That doesn't make sense. Might have only single right-clicked instead of shift right-click. Hey, we're starting to have more money than we've had at any point so far. Still can't talk to that fog prince. Don't know what's up with that. The hats are starting to be high grade. Yeah, we're staying ahead of those by a little bit. Just checking the armor shop again to see if it had anything in the way of leather. Plate jackets would be very nice. Ooh, so would samurai cloth pants. Let's grab those. It's a bit of money. Now, do cloth pants get made here? So they also take fabric and leather. And they're not that worth it money-wise, but they will be worth it to have made for everybody when we want to leave to our own civilization. I guess we'll have to go somewhere fancy if we want to get the real nice blueprints. Which would be a good rehabilitated Fogman. Let's see. Perception 10, Endurance 6, Intelligence 6. I'd say you stand a high chance at rehabilitation. With that perception, will put you on a turret. Also should be enough intelligence to know what to shoot at and what not to. Love little Kenshi Industries. There's something satisfying about it, right? I feel like I could play this type of way for a while. Although I do hope it to be more satisfying in terms of I want to set up our own shops and have people come buy stuff. So Chitinous has a weaponsmithing of 46 right now. How are we on food? Lunk, let's talk to our friend. Still can't? Okay. You know what we do about this? We quick save. And we quick load. Try to get our prince friend. Okay, still no luck. Happens. We can hope the construction trader has restocked his leather now. Nope, not that time of the night yet. Just about buying them out of everything. What other industries do we have access to right now? Nothing really that's going to turn around a lot of money for us. If we made our first million, we've made our first 5,000. Okay, we have a restock, and it's a bad roll. Only a single leather. 5,000 million? I know, aren't you proud? Okay, we're about bottoming out on research, which was one of the things that we sort of set as a goal for when we knew we'd be ready to make our own place. These hats are made so quickly. We should open a business. Hats made while you wait. Or leather here, still not what I hoped to find. Now we need to decide where we're going to base also. And what is Uno's skill? Uno has a skill of 49 armor smithing. Okay. It's definitely going up. Getting to the point where we can just about afford blueprints and such. I'd really like to make us Naginatas before we leave. I think that would be pretty solid. We really added the day's supply of leather already. It's not even 1 p.m. I doubt the robotics shop would sell anything like that, but I haven't checked it. $6,500. Anything good here? I don't know if any of this is generally more. Horse chopper 1438. Hold sabers are worth more than horse choppers. Take a little longer to make, but they cost the same amount of iron plates. I'm actually okay with that. Let's get Joker back on making. You know what? 2 sleeping bags. They sell for a good amount. Why not? What is that skill? First aid. Interesting. So when you make sleeping bags, you train first aid. Or are we out of iron plates? Beep is sorry. Beep apologizes. Beep has not been refilling iron plates. Holy Nation's going to start running news articles about how all the Fogmen are taking their jobs. Okay, let's see. No iron plates. No fabric. How's our friend doing? Can I just say this is kind of relaxing? I'm kind of just managing stuff, clicking things around, looking at economics numbers. I mean... Hey, we got a fog prince. Okay, I believe we already had a name suggestion for one, which was Snake. So fog princes are good at dexterity, athletics, stealth, farming, thievery, laboring, attack, and engineering. Gonna be indispensable. Snake. Oh yeah, you already fell asleep once in a good way. Easily the least oh shit moments of any other run this far in. Now, that might change when we decide to strike out on our own and find a place to make a base. We'll have to get there, build it up, and defend it. Lunk, free this man. Yeah, the hold sabers are worth even more money. A little slower to make, which again is fine because I think it's the amount of time doing the activity that determines the skill you get from it. Wow, he's up to being able to craft Mark 1 weapons if we had the research to back it up. So that's like a skeleton smith quality weapon. Okay, done a little bit of a restock. We got 3 leather, some fabric, some more iron plates. Got food. We got food in the barrel. All right, Lunk, well, you're not doing any research. Let's go see if we can find us some more members. Somebody's being eaten alive down here. That means a good chance of a prince. Oh, but I can't see in all this mess. Wait, are you a prince? That's a heavy. You're a prince. Are there any other princes here? You're a prince. Can't tell if I knocked that one out. There should be a prince on the ground that... Ah. We got a prince and a head. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome in. So yeah, we can recruit the prince, and we can sell the other prince head for even more money. Should check the weapon shop and see if they have our Naginatas for sale. Okay, no luck on that one, but, you know, we couldn't have expected it to all go our way. Oh, this will be a nice bit of money. Curl. I'm a Fogman in a different game. I was about to crash out because I thought they didn't have any leather. If you actually did crash out over that, I'd highly suggest making a clip of said crash out with Hellbent for leather over it. And I always forget how much research there actually is to do. So we need 12 books, 16, 19, 23, 35, 39, 43, 47, 50, 52. There's still a ton of books left. Hey, Todd, welcome in. Good to have you. See what the weapon store has for blueprints. Hoping I get something polearms. That's kind of what I want to do this playthrough, I think, is polearms. Ooh, polearms. There we go. They have polearm and naginata. I wonder which I should get. What if your elite society of Fogmen read books to children at your public library, obviously? Let's see if they have examples of polearms we can look at. So they have Naginatas we can look at. Oh, they also sell Falling Suns here. So Naginata has attack bonus, indoors penalty, plus damage versus animals. I think we're going to want pole arms. Yeah, they have armor penetration, attack bonus. Yeah. And then heavy pole arms. Both cost a lot of materials to make, though. And they're valued the same. All right, we got ads. I'm going to give myself a little brain break and run and use the restroom real quick. So I'll be back in just a minute. We are going to keep working here on our society and getting everybody where they need to be. I'll see you all in just a moment. Go away or I'll call the police. Shinji, what the fuck are the police going to do about that? You see the meat nightmare hallway outside. You can probably tell from my death counter. Frost is no joke either. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm no longer fast as fuck. I accelerated at a great pace in a negative direction. Hello, I'm here to give you a Christmas kiss. Mwah. 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 Merry Christmas. Man, look at those lighting effects. But where's my ray tracing? It's literally unplayable. Ah, the secret drug farm. Okay, I know where we are. I mean, no, officer, never heard of such a thing in my life.
Did my daddy give you a hard time?
That's your father?
No, just her daddy.
I'm sorry, but he's a...
Uh-oh. I'm gonna do this. I give it a 70% chance I blow myself up. Do you ever say to yourself, I knew that was coming, why did I do that? I bet this is a Thresher Maw. This is my surprised face. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. So, I've had some time to think about it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to order Chitinous to make a polearm and alternate with a saber. He'll sell the saber and we'll keep some of the polearms until everybody in our group has a weapon. We're going to start equipping. I don't know if we'll make it to the new base this episode, but we're going to start getting our people equipped so we can take an inventory of what that would actually look like. Hey, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Yep, we'll do it just like that. We'll alternate. Okay, any leather. Red leather, yellow leather. I'll take any color leather. Or I'll buy some iron plates. I guess the key is we'll want to keep the higher quality pole arms so we can sell the lower ones to recoup some of the material cost. Rello Yether. Yeah, that's the one we're looking for. Oh, look, it's Crumble John. An infinite wing wing. Never heard of Eon, though. Ooh, all we've got left here are the expensive foods. The homies. Yeah, it seems like everybody in Mongrel is pretty cool. Okay, so Chitinous got a refitted blade polearm. We'll see if we can get any better. Gonna keep crowdsourcing recruit names, of course. We already got Team Fortress, or TM Fortray, and we've got Misha, which was apparently the name of the heavy weapons guy in Team Fortress 2. Hey, all right. Names for a fog prince. Let me know what you all have for a fog prince. Benry. Okay. This one is Benry. Good call. Benry is free. I feel like we can get people to work doing some other stuff. We've got an electrical workbench here that's 10 iron plates. Oh, we're out of iron plates for everything. Okay. We might have actually hit capacity on iron plates for the day. Yeah, we're starting to exhaust the economy of Mongrel. We'll grab that tomorrow. For now, Chitinous can have them. Alright, that should be a good bit of food. Chitinous just ran and put something away. Okay, he dumped his polearm. We grab this hold saber. I wonder when the construction trader restocks iron plates. Well, when he restocks everything. So we can grab some books in the meantime. Okay, I suppose that's all of our books. All of our iron plates. Production has basically stopped. Well, it is almost Labor Day. You're right, it's so ingrained in them to observe that. Bakushin is another racehorse. So the copper sells for actually, like, more than the electrical components do. That's rough. I'm just gonna stand here waiting for him to restock. You don't understand. Beep needs it. Beep needs it. Beep needs it. Go check in the back. Maybe I've got to leave for them to restock. Okay, we got to restock. We got 2 leather. Looks like none fabric. Beep needs it would make for a great shirt, too. For the, like, 18 people who were there and would get the reference. Just make one and start a bidding war. Beep, why did you do that? You know, there's a sound in this game. It's like a grackle or something, some kind of bird with like a real rough caw. And it reminds me of Mrs. Fowl from Jimmy Neutron. Was that her name? Yes, okay, thank you. Super loud out of nowhere earlier and you nearly spit take. Hey, Tao, thank you for lurking. Hope you're doing well. Overslept, so some people didn't get to play PC with you. Oh no, that sucks. Hope I'm well though. Yeah, I hope you're well. Always good to see you. Okay, we got a couple pole arms. Oh, copper storage is another one of these big old ones. I don't like that. Electricals. Hey, Beep, borrow an iron plate, please. Oh, we're out of iron plates. Beep will borrow one from here. Fuck, Death Yard 802. The numbers are climbing so high. We'll have Benry start working this one. I don't suppose the travel shop would have anything we're interested in. Might have some fabrics or something. Yeah, I've got a little bit of fabrics. Hey, V, good to see you. Hope the stream went well with everybody earlier. Can the Fogmen protest if they feel they're being treated unfairly? It's not in their nature. I wouldn't worry about it. Why did my character become an exile? He never really fit in with the colony. He was always daydreaming and thinking about things, poking at little things in the environment. Didn't really hold up to his duties as a prince. Okay, now I fear our production may be shut down for the day because, once again, we have exhausted the resources of the town. We have a heavy polearm for sale. It's a Katoon #1. So the independence is exhilarating. Ooh, we're about out of food. That's no good. Let's go to the bar. You got it? Well, good. I'm glad you all are having a good time. What happened to the stuff that I grabbed to sell? Oh, I bet it got put back away because I'm on jobs. Okay, we're making progress. Should only be a couple more hours of this before we can get to something more exciting. Nothing's stopping me from hopping into chat and having fun too. My hands are occupied, okay? Accidentally closed your game, but you were in a safe spot. Well, at least you were in a safe spot. Yeah, I think we're actually losing money turning copper into electrical components. Maybe as Benry gets better at it, the exchange will be better. Instead of playing PZ in windowed mode, yeah. You miss PZ? I've thought about playing it again. And I put the electrical components away again, didn't I? Still doing updates on Beta 42 Unstable, but it's mostly close to being stable as far as you know. I gotta get ahead of my video making for Kenshi before I do any game like that I would potentially want to make other content on, but it's a thought for sure. Never get too invested in PZ. You like your characters too much. Death's so much more inevitable than it is in Kenshi. There's definitely that. I've noticed that PZ tends to do well with the people that like Kenshi, though, and has a lot of opportunity for, like, turning into videos and stuff. Never played, only got to see a little bit of it on streams, but it is pretty great. It's another one of those that you can do a lot with it. Has a similar way of generating unique stories, exactly. Okay, we're about on the way to another pole arm. Hey, that's nearly half of our people armed. Your curiosity always outweighs your ability to avoid detection. All right, we got a high-grade hat. I saw a new game that I really want to try. I brought it up on another stream. It's called Conquest of Elysium 5. It's like a auto battler strategy game where you can play all these different factions, like everything from just like a Roman Senate to like druids to a group that worships the great old ones and can summon Lovecraftian monsters. And there's all kinds of magic effects, and you can go through different realms. You can go to hell, you can go to outer realms, and it just looks like a really interesting, one of those pretty deep system games that's got a lot of possibilities. Hey, Ed, welcome in. Okay, let's get our heavy weapons people to start grabbing their weapons. So Nardicus, yeah, go ahead and grab that polearm. Team Fortress can grab a polearm. Misha can grab a polearm. And let's get Snake a polearm. Ooh, nice hit rate of high-grade hats. I think the hat could be part of our uniform, at least for some of us. See if the clothing shop has any leather. Two leather, that's something. Got us some more hats anyway. I think we're about to exhaust the iron plate supply. Some for us. Mostly all this is doing, it's not really making money with the copper right now. It's just getting Benry more, I want to say, science experience, which is something that a Hive Prince should be good at. All right, 13 books. That'll get us more research going. Oop. Get Lunk a polearm. Lunk, let's go find you some research to do. We're just about at the bottom of the research tree, which is where I want to be. I'm wondering if we want to recruit any more until we get a base set up. I do feel like we need a good little group to have a base, but maybe this group with good weapons and armor would do it. I think we bought all the iron plates. Lunk's doing some research. When Lunk's done with the research, we should go see about... Oh, yeah, there's activity in the fog. We could knock out a couple princes and take their heads. That would be some good cash for us. We might be able to shortcut some of this stuff and buy our equipment. Where do we want to base up? I feel like we want to be somewhere where we're in range of trading. We also want to be close enough to Mongrel that we can grab new recruits regularly. We can't trade with the Holy Nation. Maybe near World's End. That's probably a good call. I'd have to prospect and see what it's like. Probably get us Holy Nation raids. That could be a problem with the numbers that we have right now. I mean, of course, it would be Prayer Day, but you can't really have a Hiver do Prayer Day. So if we were going for World's End, I think we would want a bigger group. So Narco is your new queen. Quite the dilemma, because you feel like most areas near Mongrel would put you in range of Prayer Day. Yeah, although I don't know if they do it when you are in the Foglands. Did I get him? Oh, yeah, there we go. Question is, where did they fall? Here we go. There's only one screeching out here. Yeah, I do feel like we probably need some more heavies. Should have grabbed one when I was over with that one group. Here we go. Here's a heavy. Is there any reason to not have all heavies? Because they're all good at different things and gain skills in different things. So, like, the drones are much better at working. They're going to gain skills in laboring and things like that faster. The princes are better at things like stealth and assassination and research. The squad is frail as Fogman. You feel like my strength is going to come from numbers. Yeah, we will. We'll definitely also benefit some from getting good armor and equipment. Yeah, so maybe at this point in the game, we mostly recruit heavies. And the princes we kill for their heads. We've got 2 princes already. Maybe that's all we need for now, and we could use the money more so that we can buy equipment and such. Okay, no luck on that one. Maybe this is what I do since I've been exhausting all of the resources. I spend the first half of the day managing this stuff. And then the second half of the day, we deal with the, like, hive management. That's you being a basic dude thinking, okay, so we just need a handful of heavies, some standard guys, and another handful of princes. We could have a solid football team. Oh, you know what? I should have put somebody up on a pole so that there would have been a group ready for me. It's another pole arm somebody can have. You know what? I think we didn't take the prince head. It's a lot of money on books, but it's going to set us up for next stream when we want to go and have our own location. We'll have all of the research that we can have without ancient science books. Frankie was here. What's up, Raiders? How you doing? Hey, welcome on in, Frankie. I hope you were doing well. You were doing a skeleton permanent one-arm only solo run, I believe. Feel free to let us know how it went and what you've been up to, how you been doing. Y'all, as always, if you're here and don't know Frankie, but you like Kenshi, go check him out. Check out his challenge runs, his themed runs, his guides on YouTube. You got a question about Kenshi, catch him in a stream. He loves to answer those. Great guy, very friendly, chill streams, just like you get over here. Raiders, welcome in. I'm Ed Noctum, variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube, and video maker on YouTube. And today we are playing our Fogman Rehabilitation run. We are using the Recruit Prisoners mod to capture Fogmen, throw them in cages, and then recruit them to our team. And we are currently focusing on econ, raising skills, and getting equipment so that, and finishing research so that I can probably next stream strike out and build my own base. We're trying to beef up numbers and such since the Fogmen are a little frail, and by a little frail, I mean a lot frail. Forget who it was, but to the person who asked if you, as you rated, if you played as a land bat before, nope. Oh, uncharted territory. Frankie, as always, feel free to tell us how it's been going, or if you got to get out of here too, that is totally fine. No worries whatsoever. Okay, I've got another hold saber I can sell. We are selling sabers, and we're keeping pole arms to arm our people. I think that's going to be our main weapon. We may get into some... We may get into some variation, but I think we're going to start with pole arm. Little Frail once saw a Fogman trip on a sticky note, took their whole leg off, they bled to death. Yep, town is out of most of the supplies we're looking for. A lot of this we're not really making a big profit on, if any at all, but we're just kind of solidly raising skills at the same time. Like, what do we have right now? We have Chitinous McFladden at 60 weaponsmithing, and we have Uno at 54 armor smithing. So they're definitely moving on up. It's been a little bit of economy for us. It's also going to help us get gear and help us become the smiths that we want to be when we have our own location and we're dealing with large numbers. The bottleneck we're having in Mongrel is running out of iron plates and leather. We're eating through the town's whole resources in a single day. In less than a single day. We're usually done by about 4 p.m. Okay, I am noticing this mod is not doing the refreshing thing it says it does, where you can talk to them. You're supposed to be able to talk once an in-game hour to a prisoner. I'm having to quick save, quick load to get it to do that pretty much every time now. That's another bottleneck of ours. It makes the recruitment a little slower than I anticipated. Hey, all right. Who's got a name for a fog heavy? Let me know. Let me hear it. So you've been forced to give your workers time off. I don't think we had any heavy names in the backlog. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Somebody wanted Bakushin. I think it was Ada. Yeah, so to the person, Love Glutton, I think it was you who asked, why not all fog heavies? And while we could certainly overcome this, when you look at the fog heavy, they gain plus experience to attack and strength, minus to farming, first aid, armor smithing, weaponsmithing, robotics. What is vet? Is that first aid for animals? Love how they have minus vet still. Yeah, I'm wondering what that is, but also they have debuffs to cooking, science, and engineering. So pretty much anything that has to do with actually running a civilization, the heavies have a debuff to. If you recall, it was intended to be animal care. Yeah, so they have a debuff to something that's not even in the game. How's our food, by the way? Ah, we're out of food. Beep. I need you to go get us some food right now. Mass combat and survival used to be crossed out stats on the UI too. Really? Beep needs it. Yeah, I definitely think we've hit the limit of the amount of fun we can have in Mongrel now. Now we definitely, it's time to start focusing to move on. I'm really liking that suggestion to base up near World's End. I think I'll scout somewhere over there. But I do think we're just going to need to have enough heavies with good weapons and armor. Maybe some people on turrets. We're going to need that for when Prayer Day comes by. Gotta go eat? Absolutely, Frankie. Enjoy your food. Thank you for the raid and all of your support. I did buy food, right? Did I not buy food? I might have just sold stuff and not bought food. Okay, now we've got a little food. Got another saber we can sell. You know, I wonder I wonder how many cats have flown through our hands and into the greater economy of Mongrel. I wonder what kind of impact we've had. I mean, we must have single-handedly moved the GDP of Mongrel by a good bit. Guess would be significantly, yeah, I would think so. Okay, Lunk's gonna do research. We're gonna wait for the construction trader to restock. No restock yet. Let's get Bakushin to grab this polearm. What is their polearm stat, by the way? Oh, they have 27 in most things. They have a little more in sabers and hackers, but honestly, they don't start out bad in polearms. They gain strength faster. So I almost wonder if they'd be better with heavy polearms, but we'll see. Wonder what kind of fighters they'd be like right now. Okay. The trader must have restocked by now. What? It's after 6 a.m. and you haven't restocked? Let's try this trader then. That'll get us off to a good start. Can you explain how do you recruit Fogmen? So it's a mod. It is the recruit prisoners mod. I'm not sure if there's a way to do it in vanilla. Typically, if you wanted to recruit somebody, you can get them enslaved and then you can buy them. But I don't think, if I remember correctly, Fogmen lack a dialogue trigger needed to make that work in base game. Ah, here we go. Now they're restocked. Any leather? One leather. Well, it's something. Pretty soon we're gonna have everybody armed up. It's Nardicus, Snake, Benry, Misha. Okay, Joker doesn't have one. Joker can come over here and grab one. So everybody's got a weapon. Oh, other than Beep. Poor Beep. Now Beep has one. And maybe Lunk? No, Lunk has one. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's everybody has a weapon now. The only reason to keep making them is to see if we can upgrade our refitted blade to Katoon number 1. That was a 50-50 high grade. That was not bad. Leather, no leather. You make me sad. You make me very sad. Ninja rags. Ooh, they're nice, but they're expensive. The money we're making is like small amounts. Oh, and our food is empty again. I mean, we've got money, so we can put food in there. It's just getting to the point where the number of people that we have is a significant food drain to keep track of. I want to say it's Gohan is the most efficient, but that might be to make. I think dried meat might be the most valuable cost to nutrition. But we're starting to buy up all the dried meat. The Gohan is definitely good nutrition per value when the dried meat is gone. And I think it's a multi-bite food item. Hey, Seth, how's it going? Good to see you. Just playing some Kenshi here. Uno does not have a weapon. Uno can take this. How's it going? Pretty good. We're doing something a little off the beaten path. We're recruiting these enemies that are supposed to be hostile and trying to make a colony of them. Yeah, we're at a real interesting balance point where I don't really know that I could feed more people, but I don't know if this is enough to survive. That'll be an interesting balance. Okay, looks like someone's being eaten alive down here, so there should be some princes whose head we can rip off and steal. Looks like they really like this one that's glitched into the rock. Turning the hostile stuff peaceful. Yeah, more or less. Basically what we do is capture them, throw them in prison, and then we can tell them to join us, or just a different kind of hostile. We don't plan to be antagonistic, but we will be reactionary if somebody tries to keep us from living our life. This game is great, no bugs. There's definitely not anything that spawns inside of rocks and has to be looked at a very particular angle to activate. So we're going to try to knock out this Fog Prince. That worked. Take the head. And then here's a Fog Prince. That worked. See any other Fog Princes? Don't know what that's about, but I'll find out later. You're just a regular Fogman. Can you even be angry at them stuffing up your order anymore? Oh no, did you not get what you ordered again? Indeed, you did not. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, all I'm seeing are normal Fogmen here. Couple dead princes. Take a look around and see if I identify any by eye. Okay, well that's 2 Fog Prince heads, so let's make it back now. That's 12,000 cats, that's not nothing. This is playthrough number 2. This is number 3. Number 2 has been finished. All right, that ought to buy us some books at least. Oh, no, no. I almost just clicked to knock out the shopkeeper. Don't do that. Oh, the shopkeeper's out of money. Can't afford that. Okay, well, let's... Are there many mods for this game? Many, many mods. I'm using only, like, 5 right now, but there are... Off the top of my head, I can think of, like, 4 total overhaul mods, and there's probably thousands of smaller mods. Oh, you know what? Honestly, we could have bought books, and then the shopkeeper would have been able to afford that. Not surprised, really. This game would lend itself well to mods. Yeah, so it comes packaged with, like a construction set that is not really a mod utility. It's more like a game dev tool, but it allows you to do a pretty large amount of things to the game and then export it as a mod. So there's a pretty big community for it. Even though this game is 7 years old, the developer still posts mod of the week on like YouTube and stuff. So they definitely appreciate the mod developers for this game. Okay, I didn't happen to see if we restocked with any iron plates. Can you still be a stealth archer? As far as I know, you can't use a crossbow from stealth. You can be an archer with a crossbow, or you can be a stealth assassin, but I don't think it lets you do ranged attacks from stealth. I honestly think it would break the game if you could. Just the way the systems are set up. Broke Skyrim without any mods. Imagine, like, even more than that. You can break the game by being an athletics archer instead. Yeah, you can be an archer that's faster than your enemies and just shoots at things and then runs away with your robotic legs. Okay, that's some iron plates there. Got some research going. Ooh, 9 leather. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to buy 9 pieces of leather. Now that is something this game shares with Skyrim. Skyrim players know about that leather excitement. The leather excitement, that's what I said. Was Love Glutton's nickname in college? I don't know if you can make that joke about other people. If there's one thing I know about Love Glutton, though, I bet they appreciated that joke. Oh, no, I'm just joking, Maiko. Okay, let's see. 1 high grade. It could be better. Didn't want to steal the joke completely. You had honor. Had what honor? Oh, and we got 3 leather here. My leather excitement for today is only growing. It sends meows and purrs. We've been here for over 3 hours, and I bet when it comes time to make the video for this, I'm just gonna skim it today. Today has been very repetitive. I appreciate that people want to sit here and watch this. It's definitely not what I think will be the most interesting part of the playthrough, but I think it is necessary to get to the more fun parts. I mean, we're starting to grow a little cohort already, so... Everybody have weapon? Yes, although somebody could upgrade. Just some inventory management before we get into the game 3 hours ago. Yeah, we have 2 more people that could upgrade from the refitted blade to the Katoon number 1. room for that item, eh? Hey, let's see if we get a lot of leather action today and go by the clothes store. Oh, baby, 2 leather. Do I have the expanded Hive mod? I do not. I'm using Recruit Prisoners mod. Welcome in, Akuma Karyudo. The I in Kenshi stands for inventory management. Probably buy some books. I think we've got the money for that. Let's also not forget and get behind on our food. You need to set up your new desk. Going to be a whole thing. Going to have to do it in stages. First move your PC to a temporary desk so you can just keep playing Minecraft and pretend you're making progress on the desk setup. Yeah, necessary changes, or stages. Expanded Hive mod, pretty awesome for Hiver only run. So there was one I was looking at that had a lot of changes, and it had like mist ghouls and all sorts of stuff, and I was looking to do something closer to vanilla. I'm playing this pretty close to vanilla setup, just with the ability to recruit Fogmen and a little bit of economy patching, so that I can hopefully run a shop in the future. When are we going to do mint chip, though? You mean one that, like, 50% of people are going to complain about the second it's even brought up? Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably do something like that. There's lots of mods that I'm sure would qualify for mint chip flavor. Hive Expanded gives Hivers more armor. Queen's Guards are more outfitted. There's armor to protect soldiers' heads, and Fogmen make armor from the bones of their victims. Wow. So then that's not the one I was thinking of. You just have some sort of peanut butter and chocolate. Okay, I guess we're just gonna talk about food now, so everybody put your favorite ice cream. Apparently, I activated your Google Assistant and she didn't understand what about armor I wanted to know. Please clarify. Ask her what armor I should use for a group of Fogmen creating their own hive. Maple walnut. Okay, that sounds good. Rain collector. Leaves me 2 books left. And that's a pole arm that somebody can replace. Sea salt caramel with pretzel bits in it. Not for me, but I respect it. The most ravenous feral part of you is activated by proximity to cheesecake. She said use armor with high blunt damage resistance. That's like a piece of advice that sounds like somebody has heard that a couple pieces of, you know, a couple stats exist in the game. And they're like, yeah, sure, here. Frankie did something the other day when he was asking ChatGPT to, like, rank NPCs in this game. and it was coming up with like 60 to 70% of the stats were just invented out of whole cloth. Stuff that doesn't exist in the game, stats that are wrong by like a number of, you know, double or half what they should be. It was just all over the place. Mint is your go-to. Mint is pretty good. High blunt armor sounds horrible. Had tempura fried green tea ice cream once, and that was life-changing, I bet. Great for ideas, bad for facts. Let's see, so Misha got the Katoon number 1, so it's just Snake. Also, I believe we're going to test something here. I'm invoking my right to quick save prior to testing something about the mod and reload if it goes wrong. Because these fog prince heads just take up room in the inventory. But if I remove it, I want to make sure my fog prince doesn't die. And I think Frankie said, or maybe it was somebody else. It might have been Frankie. Somebody said you can put them in a container as long as the character is conscious. Okay, yes. Ironic that AI is good at the things you'd expect computers to be bad at, and vice versa, LLMs at least, yeah. Benry also needs to drop a head. Now, the interesting thing is that we could sell these fog prince heads. I don't know why part of me feels like that's an exploit, but it's just how the mod works, and it's a good bit of money. Part of me feels like we should. What does chat think? Because normally you have to kill, when you take the fog prince head, it kills the fog prince. So keeping them alive, but removing their head from their inventory and selling it, feels a lot like selling my fog prince head, but eating it too. You give head and receive money sounds legit. I don't talk about what I do outside of stream. They're in on it. I don't know. That just feels a little bit... I feel like it'll balance itself out because if they get enslaved and get their inventory confiscated, they'll rip the Fogman's head off. Right, but I can take it out of a... I can take it out of their inventory without selling it and benefiting financially. And that's the part where I feel like recruit prisoners already makes some things a little easier, so I don't quite know if I want to do that. What I do think, though, is that we should go ahead and get a little B-roll of what's going on here. Oh, no, Space Monkey. I have a Stream Deck button to cut the camera out. So I can get a nice, clean, full-screen recording for the YouTube video. I could look into setting up source record and all that. That's something I need to investigate. But for now, just working with what I've got to make these streams into videos. And on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here because it is getting late. So next stream, next weekend. If you are new here, we stream Kenshi every weekend, so every Saturday and Sunday, and then during the week we play other things. Right now it's Metal Gear Solid and maybe some other streams during the week. We'll see. And then Kenshi Saturday and Sunday. Next weekend, when we do this playthrough, we are going to try to wrap up our business in Mongrel, select a location for a base, and get our people the beginnings of their new Neo Hive. So if you're interested in this playthrough, if you like the story of taking the Fogmen, rehabilitating them, and creating a new hive, well, join us next weekend, sometime between 6 and 7 Eastern. If you'd like to keep up with us outside of stream, know when my stream schedule is, share memes and pictures, talk music, anything like that, Discord is where you can do it. As well, I do have a YouTube channel. You probably know that if you're watching on the YouTube, maybe not if you're watching on the Twitch. I do make YouTube videos. I just put out a Kenshi video essay called Kenshi Making Amazing Stories. If you like Kenshi, or if you're curious about Kenshi, I recommend you give it a watch. I'm pretty proud of it. I've also got my Blind First Playthrough series over there. I've got my Rock Bottom Challenge, which is complete as a VOD playlist, but will be a edited video hopefully in the next week. So what I'm saying is we've got a lot of Kenshi going on. I would love if you join the YouTube, consider subscribing. I am very close to rank 1 of YouTube partner, and you'll be notified when I go live with any of these games or release any videos. We'll go ahead and close out the game and say goodbye to YouTube first, as usual. YouTube, thank you for joining us. Whether you were here live or you caught the VOD, I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I have. It's been a fun playthrough, doing something a little outside the norm, and I love the freedom that Kenshi gives us to do this. So once again, thank you for joining me for it, and I'm looking forward to a lot more Kenshi and other games with you all. Until we